here and welcome back to my channel. Today I received an update on the mini microphones that I ordered, and apparently the carrier is like on its way to delivering it to my doorstep. But when I arrived to my home, I didn't find anything, so it could mean that it's en route. So yeah. Hopefully I will be able to get it this weekend like I predicted, and I will be able to see if it actually works better than the ones on my headphones or not, because that's essentially what I have been using. You know those headphones, well, I wouldn't call them headphones, but more like, oh god, my model froze for a second. But yeah, it's one of those headphones that you plug into the computer, or in this case the tablet, and they're not Bluetooth. And while the mic is better, I feel that it will be best if I bought an actual microphone. But it's not like one of those huge Blue Yeti ones that are somewhat expensive. Well, not too expensive, but rather expensive in my currency. So yeah, I got one that was like pretty cheap, and it's one of those that basically it's a Type C USB that will connect to my tablet, and I will have this tiny label on the neck of my shirt, if that's how you can call it, that will allow me to speak clearly. I don't know how good the audio is gonna be, but we'll see. I saw on the internet that it has like almost 5 stars, so it must be good for the price. I was told that it will be better if I get the more expensive ones, but right now that's all I can afford. So hopefully this weekend I will see if they work well, and hopefully you guys will see an improvement in the quality. Today I was able to finish my lessons and stuff at around 10-11 a.m., which is great, although it's not exactly the goal that I wanted of finishing by 9 a.m., but it's a progress. Hopefully in a few months or so, I will be able to basically finish all of it by 9:30 as a minimum. And another thing, because I finished my stuff early, I was able to also finish the art piece that my friend asked me to. And I even went in and did a background. In fact, it was my first background that I actually tried doing, because most of the time I pretty much just put color and applied a little bit of the shading that the character had, which looked great, don't get me wrong, but I wanted to try my hand and do something a little bit different and a little bit more challenging. But the funny bit with the background is that, since I was drawing Stitch, I was basically trying to look up the background of the spaceship, but when I went to Pinterest and pressed the search engine and looked up the results, well, most of them were either a little bit, way too complicated. In fact, I know that I can't measure up to Disney. Man, it's been a while since I watched it. Like, I was about 8 years old when Lilo and Stitch came out. Sorry, I say Lilo y Stitch because that's how it's translated to my mother language. Like, it didn't change that much. only the and became a Y because and in Spanish is E. And I don't mean like letter E, I'm talking about letter Y. I know it's a little bit confusing, but trust me, I know. But I'm hoping that over the next couple of weeks I'm able to draw more and even play more video games because, well, you guys know that I re-downloaded demo and it seems that I will be able to play it without the hitch on this tablet. Which reminds me that I really need to get that new SD card for it so I can record more and even, pass more games to the SD card, and then I will be able to play to my heart's content. I was even thinking about playing Honkai Star Rail too. Since I feel like I need to play more video games to add to my channel. Man, I uninstalled Opus and I can't remember that where did I left it at, and hopefully the progress saved in the cloud unless I forgot to sync it. Oh, also, before I leave, I forgot to tell you guys about, one of the anecdotes of my trip, aside from the guy that was basically hogging all the space in the front row of the plane, leaving me basically uncomfortable. Well, the thing is, I had never tried mochi before. Those little rice cakes that have like red bean paste on it, and I was rather curious because, well, in my country, the only thing that we have close to sweet red bean paste is basically habichuelas con dulce, which is basically like a soup made with red beans and it's sweet. And I tried it once, but I didn't like the texture, so abort mission. But yeah, I tried the mochi, right? I bought it at one of the convenience stores that I went to when I went to Europe. And I pretty much, was pretty hyped to try it out. But then I had the fantastic idea because I didn't know that the mochi you were supposed to eat them cold, or at least those that are the no way. I think the mochi you're supposed to eat it cold, and I learned that lesson the hard way because I microwaved it and it melted. It in The funny thing is that I wanted to have them for breakfast. Like this was my chance and I took it, but then I blew it. I mean, I did like it, but I even ended up burning my tongue a little bit, and I was like, nope, I'm never microwaving them again. They melted, and you will have seen me basically with a spoon. No, not with a spoon, with a fork. Trying to scrape for the remains of the melted mochi. It was really good. Don't get me wrong. It was really good, but I learned my lesson. The second time I ate it without putting them in the microwave, and it was quite delicious. I gave some to my family, but they didn't like it. They didn't seem to like it that much, or at least the flavor. They didn't like the flavor that much, but it is what it is. So anyways, that's all that I have to say for now. I really need to get to bed so I can fix up my sleeping schedule. See you tomorrow!